Good morning, everyone. De Graft here live this Friday morning with your Newsround update. And for the second time this year, our Prime Minister has resigned. Liz Truss has said that she won't be doing the job anymore. When she leaves Downing Street in around a week's time, she will have been Prime Minister for less time than anyone in history. Here's what she had to say yesterday.
I recognise, though, given the situation, I cannot deliver the mandate on which I was elected by the Conservative Party. I have therefore spoken to His Majesty the King to notify him that I am resigning as leader of the Conservative Party.
So that was Liz Truss, the Prime Minister, saying that she would not go on. Now, there'll be a contest for the leader of the Conservative Party, and the winner of that will become the Prime Minister. Well, at Newsround, whenever there is a big news story like this, we want to hear what you guys think about it. So we went to a school to find out.
It's crazy that the Prime Minister's just resigned, but I think that it's kind of good for the country because we'll see what they bring to the table with the new Prime Minister. Hopefully they bring something good and do good for the country.
I think it's a bit of a catastrophe, to be honest, because there's been a lot of switching between prime ministers and switching between people quitting jobs and then bills being raised. It is really fair on us because it's not our fault that these politicians aren't doing their job correctly.
I think it's okay for the Prime Minister to quit because that causes a lot of that makes people feel really confused and worried, and for the new Prime Minister and for what's going to happen next.
You need to know that you can actually take on the responsibility, because you wouldn't go to a new job if you're a scared person. You need to have confidence in yourself, and I don't think that she had that confidence.
People are saying that she's bad and not good enough and stuff like that, because I think that she was good enough, and I think that everyone makes mistakes and stuff like that. I think that she should have carried on.
I feel like it was better that she resigned, because what's been happening in a few days, the first few weeks of you being a Prime Minister or any other job really matters. So you kind of have to be good at it and not make as many mistakes.
I would like to see the new Prime Minister change some of the prices because they're going up massively and worrying families.
I would like them to take responsibility for their actions a lot more, and I would like them to think about how our city's going and how our country's going and how to control it.
I feel like what I want from the new Prime Minister is that they need to hurry up and nap things in the bud straight away, and from the past few Prime Ministers, they've not done it straight away, they've just left it to drag out.
There's so many people in Britain and it's so stressful for the Prime Minister, so I would like people to support the new Prime Minister and help him or her or they.
Well, thank you so much for your comments, guys. And remember, we love hearing what you've got to say, so please do keep in touch with us. Well, of course, we'll be following this story on the website throughout the coming days, where you can also find our full article on what exactly has gone down in number 10, as well as a gallery featuring all the Prime Ministers we've had over the last few years. Now, it doesn't get much stranger than seeing off our fourth Prime Minister in 6 years, but here are some other weird stories from around the world this week. It's time for Strange. Take it away, Hayley.
First this week, check out these amazing works of art in Qatar, which is the host for the next Football World Cup. More than 40 weird and wonderful works of art and sculptures are dotted around the city and are the creations of international artists. Obviously, this one is about football. And this one. But I have no idea what this one is. Never mind, let's visit Cakeland instead. Wait, what? Cakeland? Yes, that's right. An artist in Los Angeles in the US has created an exhibition where everything is made to look like cake. The artist used more than 1,000 litres of icing and around 3,000 cherries to make it. But the icing wasn't made with sugar because that would attract too many ants. So the artist used a type of paint. Ah, my dream so nearly came true. Oh well, Dreams did come true for this dog in Brazil. It was found injured and hungry near a police station in Rio de Janeiro by Officer Oliveira, who adopted him. The pooch is now the station's official mascot, and the pair now regularly post on social media wearing their police uniforms, complete with sunglasses. How cool is that?
Thanks for that, Hayley. Let's finish with some animal news. First, to some awesome big cat news. These gorgeous Sumatran tiger cubs have been officially named. The 3 young animals are 4 months old and are part of a conservation breeding programme at London Zoo. Now, there is one female who has been called Inca, a fabulous name, and we've also got her 2 brothers who have been named Crispin and Zach. The keepers can tell them apart by the different patterns of stripes on their faces, which is such an incredible way of keeping these, of figuring out who these tiger cubs are. And like I said earlier, those tiger cub names are absolutely brilliant. Now, for our next animal story, we are heading to Qatar and saying hello to Sahal and Thoraya, 2 giant pandas. Now, the bears had been gifted to Qatar from China ahead of the World Cup, making the country the first ever Middle Eastern country to receive pandas. Sahal and Thoraya, who are also known by their Chinese names of Jingjing and Sai Hai, were transported to an enclosure built for them in a zoo in the country and were welcomed by loads of panda fans even. And I can let you know that their enclosure is called Panda House, which is very suitably named for them. Well, that is all we've got time for today. But as you've gathered, it's going to be a very busy week ahead as we find out which Conservative MPs will make a bid for the job of Prime Minister. Now, as always, Newsround is going to be here for you all the way through it. And we'll be bringing you the news as it happens and explaining everything you need to know. It's been a busy week in news and there is lots more to come. And if you wanted to find out some other news outside of politics, there is loads more on the website, including some funny pictures of animals and how to spot a meteor. It has been a busy, busy week and there is loads more to come, guys. Have a fantastic weekend. See you later, guys. Bye.